Hello everybody, welcome back to another episode of Just I'm playing Dark Souls 2, Scholar of the First Sin. The strike is built. I'm sorry, I was burping. So, as you can see about my, when you look at my lovely soul memory, which is this stat over here, yeah, I've been grinding a lot. So I managed to upgrade, well, except for the ones that require Twinkling Titanite or Petrified Dragon Bones, I managed to upgrade all of the weapons that I could to +6, at least. So now all of these weapons are technically viable. Like, I can use all of them. Doesn't really matter much. I think I'm gonna stick with this. Actually, no, wait. Right now I should change. I should just change. I should go and see how good some of these things are. Sure. Let's go and begin with the normal bandit knife. So, today we're gonna go and make our way through the Lost Woods. Sure. No, through the Shaded Woods. Now, I did something off camera. I want to go and show this off. I have to go through the woods anyway, but... So there are... I talked about this before, but there are multiple pathways that you can take over here. One will lead you to... well, I think two of them will lead you to a dead end. One of the things is a gate that will lead you to Dranglade Castle, and if you have a soul memory of over 1 million, which I have exceeded quite some time ago, then you can go to the gate, or you need to have the 4 souls of the great ones. Or is that what they're called? Or like the great souls? Or you have to have 4 of those. This pathway over here that I'm looking at right now, this pathway will lead you to a door that you cannot open until you have a certain ring. And this is the pathway that will lead you to one of the next areas. So, this forest is filled with invisible enemies. The enemies in there are just, they're not particularly invisible, you can see them, but only barely. Because of the fog, it is ridiculously difficult to see them. So one of the things that I did, because I really like to backstab you in this place, is equip the Ironclad armor. It's either this one, or you can get the Jester's armor, which also nullifies critical hits. But I decided to go and wear the Ironclad armor, which nullifies my foe's critical hits. Managed to run through the forest. I died once, because I think I just got wombo combat or whatever. The second time I actually decided to turn around and kill some of the people with my battle axe. And there's 3 things that I got in this place. I got... I think I got some amber herbs or something of the sort, like nothing too special. There's a corpse in here that I found, which has a certain item. Later in the game, I'm actually going to go back through this area once I have something that allows me to see all of these enemies a lot clearer. And I also managed to get 2 chests. One of the chests, if you keep hugging the wall to the right of this place, by the way, of the forest, then you will find, first you will find the corpse that I found, and a little bit farther, you will find a chest and a cliff. So in that chest, if I go over to my rings, I found this thing, the Old Sun Ring, which explodes at damage threshold. I don't know the specifics about this, but the more damage you take, at a certain point you explode. I'm not sure if you take the damage or if only the enemy takes the damage, but that's something. The reason why I actually went into that place off camera, because I was first thinking like, maybe I should do all this stuff on camera, but then I kind of wanted this ring, the Chloranthy Ring +1. It's just a better Chloranthy Ring. You can find it in, if you keep hugging the wall to the right, once again, go past the cliff and keep hugging the wall to the right, you will eventually come at a little bit of a cliff that goes upwards, and there's a chest at the back of that, and that one contains the Chloranthy Ring. There you go. That's all the stuff I did off camera, together with like grinding for half a freaking century. If you're wondering which encounter I grinded, I actually went over to the bonfire after the Smelter Demon boss fight, and I basically went in, like I dealt with all of the Alonites in reverse, basically. That's all I did. And I continued to do it. I could get, like, if I did 2 runs, I could get 32,000 souls, which is a pretty solid amount. Yeah, like, I got a lot of upgrading going when I was doing the upgrades at the normal Titanite threshold, but then I reached the large Titanite threshold, and that's the point where everything went to shit. Well, to shit, everything just took a lot longer. Right, so these enemies over here, you cannot lock onto them, but they are enemies over here. So let me just go and spam them with my dagger, because this dagger has some pretty decent scaling, like 86, like it does 104 damage automatically, and I have a scaling of 86 extra damage. And it also does bleeding damage, which is a pretty good stat, apparently. I don't remember if you're a mimic, so... This place, in my opinion, is definitely one of the more interesting places. Especially with like the way that... I would say the mechanics of this place are a little bit interesting. you're going to need a lot of fragrant branches of yore in this place. But if you do it in a certain order, you will never run out of... or I don't think you will run out of fragrant branches of yore. I'm gonna do the thing that I usually do, and then we'll figure out later on if... like, I could also just fuck something up, and then I'll just have to come back later when I have another fragrant branch of yore. I do think that the fragrant branches of yore in this game are limited, so you don't just want to willy-nilly use them, I think. Right, I don't have any iron arrows, or do I? Let's see, I do have some iron arrows, okay. Good. You can use iron arrows to destroy these pots. All the pots that have this face and like the goo coming out of them, if you use an iron arrow or an iron bolt, you can shoot them and kill them. And otherwise you will have to deal with their curse emitting powers, as you can see. My curse build-up is building up quite rapidly. When you're playing in co-op... oh wait, I need to get the fuck out of here. When you're playing in co-op, the Phantom will not have to deal with curse damage. So you can basically send your Phantom in and they won't have to deal with any of this shit. Right, let me go run in. Because I know that there is a pot. No? Oh, I thought that was it. Yes, it's back there. What's that back there? You know, roll. As you can see, I cannot lock onto this enemy, but I can attack it. Let me go and run up here for a moment. Drink up, and drop back down. Right. These guys are fast, they use daggers, they backstab you, they shoot with a crossbow, they're, in general, really annoying. They're definitely one of my least favorite enemies to deal with. If you go to the Ivory King DLC, you can get an item in there, which will allow you to see them properly. And you can also lock onto them at that point. And then they're no threat whatsoever. And even if they're like half invisible, I still don't really think that they're too big of a threat. Okay, this will lead me over here. I don't want to go here quite yet, because this is actually one of the final areas that I'm going to go to. I also don't have the Ring of Whispers. You need a Ring of Whispers if you want to talk to, like, the Scorpion Man down there. And I do very much want to talk to him, so... Let's go and destroy this, destroy this. I don't think this is a chest that I want to open. I'm gonna have to... I'm gonna have to figure all this stuff out, by the way, because... It has been quite some time, and I also want to be very careful. God dang it. These guys also do curse damage, as you can quite clearly see. I feel like these are some really annoying enemies to fight. Their attacks make it so that it's very difficult to get behind them and backstab them. Of course, the handy thing about daggers also, since I can talk about this right now, is... As you can see, if I go and take a look at my critical damage, or my counter strength, it has 130. As opposed to the normal 100, 110, or... I think you can have more than 130 in certain weapons. I'm not sure though. Yeah, over here, 140 for the gargoyle bitons, for instance. There's also a golden lion over here. This one's quite special, actually. You know what? Before I kill you, I'm gonna go and equip my jester cap, keep running away. And equip my gold serpent ring. Because this guy can drop... I don't remember what he can drop, but he can drop something special. This is also the only one of its kind in the game. If you kill him, he will not respawn. Oh boy, Jesus. If you're wondering, I was trying to parry, and that was a bad idea. I don't remember what he dropped specifically, but I remember him dropping something. So I'm gonna go and equip my item discovery up items and see if I can get the drop. There we go. I got nothing. I think it's a piece of clothing though, so it's nothing, like, it's nothing too important, unless if you're actively hunting for something like that. Right, there's another one over here. God damn it. Oh wow, the bleeding damage, my god. So it first does damage, and then it also cuts an enemy's stamina in half, which is amazing. Right. We have some curse pots over there. We have some invisidudes over here. There we go. I'm gonna two-hand this weapon because of the fact that this strength, that this scales very well with strength, actually makes it so that two-handing this weapon is very useful. Right, an awe stone. Oh yeah, right. I only just remembered that I'm still in the the Covenant of Champions. I need to get my ass out of that Covenant in a moment. Especially before I deal with the boss of this place. Because bosses are insane in champion mode. Champion mode. Sure. Let's call it that. Life gem and also a thing where you can drop down. Or fall down, really. You're going to destroy the spot. Gotta destroy the pottery. Alright. Iron arrow into that one. I was about to say, like, what the hell? I thought I just saw something, but maybe I didn't see anything. I'm only a tad bit confused. Oh, you. Let me go and slice you to bits. And let's go and use the Fragment Branch of Yore in this one. I need to back off because there's a curse spot over there that I forgot. Alright. Get over here, lion man. Lion man. I actually kind of need your drop. I need your axe. It's a weapon that I want to grab. And use for my nefarious purposes. Let's go and destroy this thing. So, when you get this particular chest, you also get yourself a Fragment Branch of Yore. And the Lion Mage armor set. Now there's another place where I can go. I know there's a place I can drop down over there. If you go through, like, through these towers, you will then run into the boss battle. Let's go and oh, great. Okay. Boop, boop. My phone. I should probably take a look because last time I did not take a look and I actually was required to do something. Oh, wow, that's early. Okay, I guess I'm first gonna go and eat. How am I gonna do this? Because crap. You know what? Sure, I'll go and just I'll just go and use a homeward bone and I'll meet you guys in a second. I'm also gonna go and get my ass out of the Champion of Covenants. The Champion of Covenants. Yes. The Covenant of Champions. Fucking hell. I also have enough all stones to actually deepen my thing. No, well, I'll see you guys in a moment. Alright, I'm back after my little break. And I was normally gonna do this stuff off camera, but I kinda wanna show you guys. I kinda just wanna give 10 all stones to the Covenant of Champions. Yes. Oh no. Is this seriously a thing that I need? Okay. Well, I guess I'm gonna be doing this times 10. Because you need to suffer, that's why. I thought you could do it in multiples. I have no idea why I thought this, but apparently it was wrong. Oh, you can do it in Dark Souls 1. That's how that works. Right. You can do it in Dark Souls 1, not in Dark Souls 2, because once again, fuck you. That's why. I also wanted to change my armor, maybe, since it's been since I've been running around with this for quite a while, and this is also the armor that I ran around in within in our co-op playthrough, and I kind of want to change things up if I can. I did not count how many I'm doing right now, but I'm just gonna keep going. At a certain point, I should get a reward. There we go. I've gained a rank, which gives me a great magic weapon. I wonder though, what does great magic weapon require? It requires 18 intelligence. I could maybe make use of that because I'm gonna get a certain amount of magic stats. And I think for like buffing my weapons, I don't think it's too bad of an idea for me to just allow myself to use stuff like that. Well, I don't know, man. I can also just buy things. I'll see. I don't think... Actually, nah, fuck it. I don't think I'm gonna be using any magic buffing or whatever. I'll just deal with... I'll just buy pine resins if I want a certain element. Right, so now the lion enemies and the... like, just any enemy that I fight is gonna be a lot more easy to deal with. I'm quite surprised, actually, that I did not notice that until now. Oh, fucking hell, man. Every single time that I go and eat, I get hiccups and burps and just fucking everything. It's insane. Okay, so now that I've gotten the chest, and I also got another fragrant branch of yore back from it, I think I'm gonna go and... There we go. I think I'm gonna go this way. We gonna roll off? Well, run off, really. Run, bitch, run! And if we unpetrify this good old Lion Knight... It's a very specific one, this one. I have no idea why. I have no idea why this one is so special. Right, he's not even golden. Okay, I tried to parry, but that did not work out in my favor. We go and run behind him and backstab him. Because that's what you do when you have a bandit dagger. And now I can one-shot these Lion Knights, yeah. Get myself a fan key. Which is a key that I will require to... Which is a key I will need to use to open up a lock. Duh. Right, there's another curse spot above me. Do the curse spots respawn? I think they do. Which is a little bit shitty, because I got rid of one of them. Like, I got rid of a couple of them in that direction. I also should have bought the freaking Ring of Whispers from Shelkwar, but I guess I forgot about it. Oops. Here's my dagger. I also really want to have some more endurance. I really need more stamina. Especially if I want to start using bigger weapons. I think I'll first go and get... yeah, I know what I'm going to do right now. I first need to go and free somebody. Then I get another fragment branch of yore. There's also a thing over here, by the way. So you can drop down here. And then you can talk to this gentleman. This is Dark Diver Grandal, I think. There we go. And you need to talk to him in 3 different locations, and then he will have you do something special. But we'll do that stuff later in the game, because it's... I would say that's definitely end game stuff. This goo, or this pee, whatever you want to call it, this stuff is corrosive for your armor and rings, so you do not want to stand in it. I would say at all, really. It's not a good idea. It's gonna do some damage. I've also, off camera, when I was upgrading my weapons, at a certain point I got a reward from Macduff. After you're giving him enough souls by reinforcing my weapons, by the way. Like, not by buying stuff, but from reinforcing my weapons. I paid him enough souls, and then at a certain point he gave me a reward, which was a Titanite slab. And I also got an achievement for that, because I hadn't done that before. So I got an achievement. I'm actually gonna probably get all of the achievements for this game going in these playthroughs. Since there are also achievements for getting all the magic, like getting all of the sorceries, miracles, and pyromancies, and hexes and all that jazz. And I will be able to, like, I will probably be able to do that in this playthrough, so I'll be able to get all the achievements. Which makes me feel really good, actually. I really like it. So, we found a character in there, I don't remember her name. I'm sorry. What's her name again? I think her name is yeah, it's Ornifex, right. I literally just talked to her, but I forget about it. So that's Ornifex, and she is going to help you with getting more boss weapons. But we need to find her in, like, the next area, I think. So, it is going to take a little time before we get there. There's a cyanide over here, right? Yeah. Yeah, boy! Parry! And he's dead. Twilight Herb and a Soul of a Brave Warrior. Here's your reward for sharing. Sublime Bone Nest. That's a pretty good thing to find. I can unpetrify this statue, but I think I'm gonna leave that one. I'm gonna jump over this thing and get myself something else. What shall it be? The Black Knight Halberd, which I think is a dexterity weapon. Yeah. I'm gonna run down here. Almost fall to my death. There's an item over there that I don't think I've ever actually gotten, so... I'm gonna go and get this thing. A firebomb, I'm sorry, 3 firebombs and a Soul of a Brave Warrior. Before we continue to this area, I first want to go and buy the Ring of Whispers. You can buy it from Shelkwar. I've also not taken a look at what, like, the amount of souls that the enemies drop in this place. I'm kind of interested. I want to see, I kind of want to see, like, by the amount of souls that I get from regular enemies, I want to see how Like, in which order you're normally supposed to do all these things. Because I do constantly think that I'm going to Iron Keep way too early in the game. I don't know. I will see in a moment. Once I am back there. Where are ya? Do you actually give me something?
This place isn't.
I also know her voice from somewhere. That's Ring of Whispers. That's 5,800 souls. And I guess I'll go and spend the rest of my souls on buying some Homer bones. I'll be around if you make it back. I do actually quite like the cast of this game. All the people. I don't really think I have somebody who I really dislike. All of them have like a certain quirk or a certain thing about them that I like. I could also technically, you know, dual wield my daggers if I wanted to, but I don't think I'm gonna do that. So this thing does less damage but has a better strength scaling, which now gives me 129. So it's gonna do just about the same amount of damage as the other dagger. Let me go and take a look at that. For a moment. It actually gives me more damage. But it doesn't do bleeding damage, so let's go and continue. I want to go back over to the place where we saw like the Scorpion Man. There we go. Daggers can be very useful in PvP. Or just like against anything in this game, I feel. Because of the fact you can attack fast, and as long as they're not ridiculously beefy, you can stun them pretty dang well. Normal enemies. And tougher enemies, you just have to parry them. Well, you can parry them, or you can backstab them, usually. Some enemies will not allow that, and that's where I think the Bandit Dagger, or the Bandit Knife, comes in pretty dang good. Because you'll be able, because you'll be able to backstab the enemy without any issue. Also, I don't think I've gotten that thing quite yet. Let me go and grab that. I love the fact that I'm confused and don't really know where I'm going. There's a Lion Knight over there. Oh, actually, it actually managed to make it. I thought it was going to glitch out and fall through the world or something. Right. Let's go and get this Radiant Life Gem. Also, I think not the next boss, but the boss after in the next area. No, not in the next area. It's 2 areas beyond this place. It's actually in, like, Brightstone Cove itself, which is the end area of this path, I suppose you can call it. There's gonna be a boss where I'm gonna have to summon Benhart for. The dude with the dude who was using what looked to be the Moonlight Greatsword. That dude is one that I'm gonna have to go and summon for that particular battle. There we go. I was not sure if I was gonna be able to kill him. 2 Titanite shards, a Titanite chunk, and a bolt stone. Nice. Okay, so we have Man Scorpion Tark down there. Get myself a Dark Scythe, basically a scythe infused with dark. Okay, Dark Gem. Let me go and equip my Ring of Whispers. I want to talk to him. Yeah, I'm skipping his text. If you keep talking to him, he's gonna ask you to kill. He's gonna ask you to kill his mate, who has lost control of herself, and that is actually the boss of this area. Once I've killed her, I can come back to this dude, and he's gonna give me something. Don't really remember what, but it sure as hell is something. Right. I seem to remember the reward being pretty dang nice, so might as well. Well, I stabbed this guy in the back. I one-shot him. Right, now there should be a dude over here, right? Yep. This is the body of Vanguard, the head that we found in the Shaded Woods. There you go. And when I kill this guy, I'm actually going to be able to unlock some more weapons that I can buy from Vanguard. There we go. You also get the entire Vanguard, or at least most of the Vanguard armor. And you can also get yourself a torch. So can I drop down here without dying? No. I don't trust that. I do want to go back to Vanguard though. Once I get the chance. What's the weakness of the boss of this place? Even though I don't think I'm gonna need it, because the boss of this place isn't really difficult, but... Oh boy, the wiki is freaking out. Oh boy. If you will give me a moment, I will go and take a look to see if I can find the weakness of the boss. Her weakness is fire and dark. Right. I do think for this battle, or like for boss battles in general, I'm just gonna go and run around with my strongest weapon. And since I feel like screwing her over in a major way... Wait, I do have dark, but I don't have charcoal pine resin. That's a shame. I also didn't take a look at what the amount of souls is that the enemies drop in this place. I should take a look at that. Because then I can figure out in which order I'm normally supposed to do things. Even though it probably isn't going to change the way that I'm going to go through this game, but you know. I'm interested nonetheless. So now I'm out of fragrant branches, right? Yep. Oh yeah. I'm just gonna go and ignore the pots. But let me go and kill this pot. Because I don't think I've went into this tower and there's an item up here. No? Well, I guess I was wrong about that one. Being super wrong, nice. If you want to, you can summon Man Scorpion Torque for this battle. I'm gonna go use a human effigy just to see, wow, no. Just to see if it's only Man Scorpion Torque or maybe also Benhart. I don't think that Benhart's gonna appear over here, but I'm gonna take a look. Just to be 100% sure. Yeah, it's only Man Scorpion Torque. You don't need to summon him for this battle. You can defeat him, or sorry, defeat the boss of this place yourself, and he's not gonna make too big of an issue out of it. Right, let's go and buff my weapon. And I'm going in. So she can cast spells, so she's gonna do one of those. I can attack her, and then she's gonna go into the ground and burrow out of the ground. And this is your boss. Scorpioness Nashka. You can also cut off her tails. Or her stinger if you want to, I think. There's also an item on top of that thing, which I kind of want her to knock down. I think I'm gonna need to do that when she goes underground. Because she does have an attack where she goes underground. I'm gonna damage her a bit. I'm not gonna kill her. I kinda want her to go underground first. Ow. Well, it's either that or maybe I should try to lure her to do... Is this gonna work? No. That's just gonna damage me. Color those crystal soul spears. Can you please do like your tail attack? Okay, you're gonna burrow. That's also good. I'm gonna use one of these boys. And I'm gonna make her burrow out over here. Come on. I'm over here. There we go. That is the item done, and now I can go and kill her. Goodbye. It's a flame butterfly, okay. I just wanted to know if it was worth it or not. I remember it not being particularly worth it, but... Well, here we go. Now I'm 100% sure that it was not worth it. Aside from that, Scorpioness Nashka really isn't too bad. Unless if you fight her really early in the game, of course. But that's with every single boss, I would say. I'm also a little bit overpowered, so I think a lot of things are going to be easy for me. But there's also still going to be some challenge. At least I think. Right, welcome to the Doors of Pharos. This place is interesting, because there's a lot of Pharos mechanism around this place. There we go. There's also a couple of Mastodon Knights, so if you did not want to farm the Mastodon Knights in the path between Hades Tower of Flame and Snowman's Wharf, then this is, I would say, the second best place to do it. If you want to get the Mastodon Halberd or any of the Mastodon armor pieces. You can also, like, I'm also going to be able to get a couple of weapons in here from the Gurm tribe. Hey, Large Titanite. Huh. I had no idea you guys dropped this. Actually, no, I do. I do remember that. These guys can also drop Titanite chunks, so this is technically a place where I could go and farm for Titanite chunks right now. but I don't think I will. You can also just totally ignore this area. I think if you go up there, it will just lead you straight out of this area. Not 100% sure. I'm gonna have to take a look at this once we get there. I'm first gonna go and level up, and then we're gonna go over to the head of Vanguard to go and buy some stuff. Hello, milady. I also need to go and burn my undead bone. I'm sorry, my sublime bonus, not undead bone shard. That is the wrong game, my friend. There we go. Burn sublime bone dust. Once again, simply sublime. That dude has the chin. Wow, what a chin. Nice. Alright, let's go back over to the shaded woods. If I take a look at the portraits though, however, you can see that the first thing you have over here is the Lost Bastille, basically, and the entire road leading to it. Then the Iron Keep, then... Yep, I think I'm doing it in the order that the game kind of wants you to do it in. Because, as you can see, like... all of the bonfires are... do they work like that? I'll have to take a look. At a certain point in the game, you can see how many bonfires there are still left. And at that point I can see in which order I'm normally supposed to do things. Okay. What am I doing over here? This is the wrong place to be. I need to be over here. Well, I guess I can technically run back, but eh. I'm more like doing this because I'm 100% sure about how I'm going to be able to reach the head of Vanguard. Vanguard's armor is also a pretty heavy armor set, but it's a really good armor set, so... if you need some more defense and you can wear it, I would definitely recommend wearing it. I think it's better than the Dragon armor. Right.
It is.
Ah, shit.
Safe travels then.
I'm sorry, but I'm being attacked by a dude with a dagger. Can you fuck off? Nobody cares about you or any of your kind.
Back again. It is. I do know. If you, I cannot.
And now you can also summon him for battle if you want to. And if you keep talking to him, eventually,
I'm great. Why?
he will give you a Vanguard's helm.
Go along.
The final piece to the Vanguard armor. And now he also sells these things. So you have a red rust shield with some pretty crappy absorption. Now we have the red rust scimitar, which is the only curved sword in this playthrough. And then we also have this thing for which I need 7k souls. The red rust sword. Right, 7k souls. Let me go and use one of the, let me just go and use up the not so important souls first. I think this should give me 7k. No? Okay. Alright, we're almost there. One more. There we go. Back again. There we go. And the claymore is a quality thing and a greatsword I already have, so...
Farewell.
yes. Goodbye, my friend. So now I have more weapons that I can go and upgrade and farm and all that jazz. That's basically what I'm doing when I'm rendering videos. Alright, people, I do think that's going to be it for this episode. So next episode, we're going to go and deal with the Doors of Pharos, right. So I hope you enjoyed this episode of just I was playing Dark Souls 2. The Scholar of the First Sin Strength build, and, well, you know what we're going to do next episode. Goodbye.